Jewelry brand owners, what if I tell you that there's a very simple and fast way of knowing what products will sell out and what products won't? I've done this method with several mid-sized jewelry brands, and I've been able to 2x and 3x their jewelry sale by just knowing exactly what items to actually push and scale and what items to just cut and not advertise at all. In fact, use them as upsells or downsells. The method is just an offer testing method. It's just to know what offer to put out there, what product to put out there. And what I do, first of all, we just grab all the products. You take a bunch of photos of them. And let's say we have, I don't know, 5 products. Let's just say we have 5 products. Normally, obviously, you will have more, but let's say for this case, you just have 5, right? And then what we'll do is we'll actually run them as Facebook advertisement, right? So we'll put money behind them. And the thing is that we are not going to put a lot of money behind it. We're going to put maximum $25, all right? We are going to do this for 1 week, so 7 days. And we are going to be able to see which one does best and which one loses. So let's say normally 3 of them are going to tank and 2 of them are going to do much better than the rest, all right? This is obviously with the same offer and with the same sort of creatives, because if you, for example, make different offers for each of them, we don't know if it is the product they like or the offer they like. We need to standardize an offer, right? Make basically the same offer for all of them. And then we'll be able to know which one the people actually want. Then, creative wise, we are also not going to make really, really fancy creative. We are going to make standardized creatives that look like these generic sort of creatives. By the way, this is from Bry. It's not one of my creatives, obviously, but I'll just crop this. This is not a creative that I just copied and pasted this creative for the sake of this video, but these are going to be the sort of creatives that we are going to run, and we're going to run them for each and every single one of the items. If you have wedding rings, this is going to be the creative. If you have earrings, this is going to be the type of creative. If you have necklaces, this is going to be the type of creative. And what we're going to do is just run them, each of them with one photo. Just run one photo. This is just testing, all right? So we're just going to run each of them with one creative. But we're going to put $25 behind them, each of them, all right? We're going to do that for 1 week, and then we are going to know which one has more leads. What we're looking for is leads, all right? Because if any of these images generated us above, let's say, 7 leads, right? 7, 8, 10 leads, then it is a winner. Because remember, we are putting $25 behind them, and we are not testing in creatives. We shouldn't get you shouldn't be expecting to get like 50 leads off it, right? It's $25 a day, one creative. It's not even it's just testing the offer. You're not even testing creative, right? You're just seeing which one gets more leads. That's it. End of the story, right? Once we do that, we will have one winner. So let's say this is the winner, whatever, right? Let's say we have one winner. If we have more than one winner, what we are going to do is we are going to see which of those winners have a better margin. That's it. All right. We're not going to take the decision based on anything else other than margin, right? Which item of these has more profit for you, the jewelry brand owner? That's it. That's the decision we take. After we take that decision, we run them. All right. This is, by the way, if you don't have the budget to be able to push both of them, all right? Normally, what you're going to do is be able to have approximately $5,000, right? $5,000 to be able to actually crack your offer, all right? So after you find which is the winner with $25, it's nothing, all right? Then you're going to scale it. Then we're going to scale it. And normally, what we're going to do is basically the exact same process of finding winners, even though we already know that this is the product, the offer is a winner, but we still want to know which creative is the winner, right? So what we are going to do is keep multiplying and keep testing creatives. And we are just going to keep doing that. We're going to keep running creatives. Let's say this one does well, these 2 don't. So we're going to toggle off. So obviously, toggle on and toggle off, right? So we are going to toggle the both loser ones off, and we're just going to keep spending on the winners, and then we are going to reiterate more ads in basis of this winning concept. All right, and then we're just going to keep doing that. All right, keep doing that, keep doing that, and just never stop, because the minute you stop advertising is the minute you stop getting customers. And if you are a jewelry brand who doesn't have many customers, then it's probably because you're not advertising enough. And if you have pieces that are not selling out, it's one, either because you didn't test which one people actually want, number one, or most likely is because you're not doing this, which is advertising an enormous amount to be able to push that offer. There's this internet marketer at this point. He's mostly a salesman, but he markets a lot. So he said that most business owners, you and I, we underestimate the amount of resistance that the market will have with our products, right? So, for example, if you are trying to sell jewelry, you probably think that you just have to show them once the jewelry and then they will buy. But the problem is that they will forget that first of all, vast majority of people, even that you're running ads to or posting content to, don't see your ad or don't see your content because they are scrolling too fast, right? Like vast majority of people, right? After that, the people that do see your ad just look at it and they keep scrolling, right? That's another huge portion. And then a small portion are actually going to look at it, see it, but they're going to keep scrolling. And then a very, very small portion are going to look at it, see it, read it, and then click on it. Click on your ad, right? So it's a very, very small portion. So that is what he means by resistance. There's a lot of resistance to your offer, to your product by the market, right? You have to kind of saturate the market with your Facebook ads for your jewelry items, because that's why I call my system the saturation system, because I just found that a lot of jewelry brands think the market is quote unquote saturated by other jewelry brands, but the reality is the vast majority of jewelry brands are not advertising. A very small amount are advertising, but they are not advertising nearly enough. And then literally 0.1% of the market are advertising a ton. 0.1% of the market are advertising like 60% of all the jewelry ads, right? So I think the idea of it being saturated by other jewelry brands is false, because the only thing that needs to be saturated is you saturating the feeds of your prospects on Facebook with your Facebook ads, with your offer. That's it. That's the only thing that needs to be saturated. All right. In general, the jewelry market, I don't believe, is very saturated, not because there are not an enormous amount of competitors, but because those competitors don't advertise. All right. So if you think that if you're not selling jewelry items at this point, or not selling as much as you would like to, you probably think to yourself that it's your product. But the reality is that it's probably your advertising. And it's probably because you're not advertising enough, not even better. It's just enough. All right. You can get to $10,000 a month advertising dog shit ads. Just advertise a lot of them. All right. I've went into several jewelry brands either as an employee, a contractor, or directly helping them running ads from afar. And I've just seen that, well, if you're running like 5 ads or 10 ads, and I just come in and start running 50 ads, and 70% of them are top of funnel, and then 10% of them are bottom of funnel. Top of funnel is to get a lot of engagement, and or to get a lot of people into your world, and bottom of funnel is to convert those people into customers, right? So 70% is top of funnel, 30% is bottom of funnel, right? So let's say you have 100 ads. You won't have 100 ads, but let's say you have 100 ads. 70 ads of those are going to be top of funnel. 30 of those ads are going to be bottom of funnel. Now, if you're running 10 ads, same thing, right? 3 ads bottom of funnel, 7 ads top of funnel. And that's basically it. All right. You need to advertise a lot, which just means making more ads and spending more money on them. And if you're not getting as much customers, we'll run more ads. That's it. End of the story. And if you are a jewelry brand owner who wants to actually get more customers, or if you're a jewelry brand who is stuck with your Facebook ads at a certain point, because every time you spend more money on this winning ad that has gotten you a lot of customers before, but you spend more money on that ad and the margins, the ROAS just go like that, to start compressing, then it's probably because you're not making the right type of ad and showing it to the right type of person. So if that's something you want to fix, then click the link in the description of this video and I will show you click by click exactly how I have fixed that same problem for several other mid-sized jewelry brands by just advertising more and knowing who to advertise to.